Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another casted game featuring your favorite Salami. It says he said yes, but is actually Salami. Playing against DivineDFP. Now, Divine is ranked in the top 50, and I believe Salami is right around there as well. So this is a high-level game. And why is this interesting? It is Delhi versus Mongols. And we know Mongols are like one of the most feared civilizations right now on the ladder. And if anybody can beat the Mongols, it is going to be Salami. You know him, the madman. He's taken some big wins off of some big names in recent days. And I had to see if he can get the job done here. So the map we have here is Dry Arabia. So not a map that necessarily favors Delhi. We know Delhi is a popular choice on many hybrid maps. But nonetheless, Delhi has been selected by Salami. We see the Khan coming out mid-map, shooting at that wolf, and going maybe to harass an early villager, perhaps, but probably just looking for sheep at the moment. Now let's look at the Mongol town center placement. He actually has his Uvu right up against his town center. Now you might think, oh, well, he could build ×2 villager production. We don't actually see many Mongol players go for this because it costs a lot of stone, and this is reserved usually for military production. Now, very interesting. Divine has opened up with a pasture, which will be spawning sheep. So instead of worrying about collecting sheep, he'll just be spawning these right out of the gate. So an interesting strategy here. As you know, he will need the gold to advance to the next age. That would be maybe his next option. He will need to build that gur in order to go out and collect that. So an interesting open here from Divine. We'll see if he goes any for any cheese, any tower rushing, which is what we typically see out of a lot of Mongol players. But I'm not sure if he's going to be doing that. Meanwhile, on the Delhi front, we do have a mosque with efficient production currently in queue, which will allow him to boost that military production once that's finished, probably in the next age. But you don't know. He could make some spears here in this age, but it doesn't look like it. I don't think so. Now we see Salami bringing 4 villagers out to the gold, looking to get that gold to age up probably before the Mongols comes and pushes them off with perhaps a tower or whatever it might be. Now Salami has opened with wheelbarrow. Sometimes you see Delhi players go for survival techniques into professional scouts, but that would be pretty greedy against a Mongol opponent, so not deciding to go that route right now. And meanwhile, Divine collecting a lot of sheep, in addition to, of course, the sheep he has back at home. And Divine is also opened with an early outpost. So, I mean, perhaps he's played against Salami before and expects him to come harass early on. But a very interesting early outpost out of Divine. It does seem like it. But let's see what's going on over here. So we've got Salami just working towards his age up. Not enough res yet. He just about has the gold. Well, he does not yet. Yeah, he almost has the gold. He needs to age up. And then we'll be switching over to food. And I wonder what his strategy would be in the second age. The hardest thing to deal with is that double protection. The double production of the Uvu with military buildings on top of it. So, Delhi Lease has the efficient production that can help with matching it. But the problem is typically this tower rushing that makes it so difficult, though Divine not going for a tower rush. I have this feeling that he's faced Salami a few times before, and Salami has a solution for the tower rush because this seems like quite a defensive play out of him, which is not something you typically see out of many Mongol players. We do see the age up started for Salami, the Dome of Faith, house being dropped on the back line. Right now he has 6 on food, 4 on gold, and he has 4 villagers building that landmark. I think new villagers are going to wood. That is correct. Will he open with perhaps archers or horsemen or a combination? I think that's probably what we'll see, but we'll have to check it out as he gets to the next stage. Scout coming out. He's got to see this tower. We do have a barracks coming down for Divine. Kind of feels like a rather late barracks in general. Typically you see this a lot earlier on with some tower and spearman harassment. He might still be going for that, but we'll have to see here. Okay, so Salami still has quite a few villagers on gold. I wonder what his plan is for that. Delhi really didn't... Well, they use it for making scholars. Maybe he's going to collect like a certain amount of gold and then pull off of gold, perhaps. To produce those scholars. The Dome of Faith makes it so you can produce the scholars at half the cost. They typically cost 150. This makes it so they are 75. But you don't really use gold for anything else other than aging up with Delhi, since all their techs are, in fact, free. And their military all costs food and wood. Okay, we do see Divine is going up with the Deer Stones, which will give that Yam Network upgrade as soon as he reaches the second age, and will give the speed boost to all of his infantry and villagers that are in the aura. New age beginning for Delhi. Let's see if he throws down a military building. There we go. We have an archery range. So there we go, an archery range. He does have a scholar in queue. Wait, did he train a scholar? I think he might have trained a scholar at the mosque during age up, because I don't think he's had enough time to already get that second one in there. So I think it might be possible he paid full price for a scholar to really boost out some of these technologies. Quite possibly, but we have to reverse the tape and see. Now, what was that? Divine looked like was building a second pasture and changed his mind. And now is building an archery range. So we have an archery range, 2 archery ranges, and a barracks right now. So we're going to see probably double production of archers coming out of Mongols. Plenty of food here from this pasture. You see a lot of Mongol players go for producing pastures early on instead of going out and hunting, because don't waste the walking time. Don't need to go out here and walk here and get food when you can just bring it, right here to your base from the sheep. Pretty good economy from the sheep. Here we go. We got archers in queue for Salami. Perhaps some sacred site might be in his thoughts here. In another 2 minutes, he'll be able to start capturing that first sacred site. We'll have to see if he goes for that. Rather passive Mongol player so far. So, if I was playing Delhi right now, this is what I would like to be seeing. But, Divine, a top 50 player, I'm sure he knows what he's up to. Okay, we got Wolves attacking the Khan in the back line. 2 archery ranges right now for Salami, so he's going to be committing to those archers. We do see a scholar already walking out, and there we go. He's going to go for fisher production. Now, this makes it so this produces at 100% the speed, so this is essentially the equivalent of having 2 archery ranges right here. So you can think of this as 3 archery ranges, but it takes a lot of food and wood, of course, to keep up the support. Though his technologies are coming in pretty quickly. He does already have wheelbarrow. He's working on this double broad axe. He does have forestry. And let's see, we've got 8 archers out on the field. Let's see what's going on over here. We've got the 4, 5, 6 archers from Divine right now. And a blacksmith going down. Scout dying, but he does... Maybe that scout dies. Might get away. Ooh, Khan very low on HP. This could be big for a first engagement if he is able to kill this Khan. But that Khan being low on HP, sure might be able to pop it before he gets his ability off. Let's check in on that Sanctity. Another minute. Okay, so just about the 9-minute mark, he's able to capture the sacred sites, which could be a big moment for Salami. Okay, let's see the archer count. We've got 14 archers here for Divine, 12 for Salami. Salami's going to need more if he's going to go toe-to-toe with that, not to mention the Mongol archers will have the speed if they're within this aura. Oh, there we go. Deerstone's moving up, so players do this. This Deerstone does give that Yam Network speed boost, so he's going to move that up, place it, and it will give a big aura, so his archers will be faster. We see another archery coming down for Divine right now. What is in queue back here? So he's getting a steel arrow, and then he's going to be getting iron undermesh, and then I'm assuming siege engineering. Salami does not have a blacksmith yet. You see he did pull his villagers off of gold after he had those initial scholars that he wanted. It looks like he trained a total of, trained 3, right? Because he got a free one here. But he just about has Sanctity. He does have it now. He could go capture Sacred Sites, but here we go. We've got... the Deerstone's rolling out. 19 archers on the side, 16 for Salami. He's gone for professional scout, so yes, he did drop a stable and has a scholar in there boosting these scouts out, so he's able to train these every 10 seconds and is out there grabbing the professional scouts right now. So he'll have lots of food back at home. He did scout Deerstones. Kind of awkward, kind of giving away his position a little bit right now. I think Divine has a numbers advantage, but Salami does have some scouts to tank damage, and that could be a big difference in a fight here. I think Divine even has his attack in right now. Yeah, he does have his attack upgrade. Maybe Salami realized that. He's not going to engage quite yet. He's going to need a lot more archers if he's going to be able to go toe-to-toe with this. And Divine's just making more and more archers of his own. I don't know. This is... both players have a sizable army, but typically I always give the advantage to Divine, but the later Delhi goes, Delhi's in those free techs really start to kick in. He's going to have all these free economic upgrades that he has. You can see he's already paying off from getting those professional scouts in. He does have a few scouts in the mix, so that is going to tank damage when it comes time to an engagement. Divine sees that he's getting that food and has to know that Salami's eco is probably in a pretty nice spot at the moment. Let's see, does Salami have survival tech? Yeah, he does have survival techniques in too, so he has that upgraded hunting. We do see a tower coming in, but it might be a little too late to get a whole lot of value out that, but it, of course, help his positioning in a fight here. And on now, Salami's had the time to match the archer numbers. So while he was behind before, he's also dropped his 2 blacksmiths, so in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, he will have his upgrades, but it's going to be a while. But he does have even numbers at the moment. And outside of the YAM network, Divine does not have a speed boost here at the moment. Yeah, and with these scouts here, I think it's gonna be an awkward fight. There we go. That speed boost coming in for that. For the Mongols, and Divine does have better stats on his units, but scouts are on the front line and they will tank a fair amount of damage. 26 archers right now for Salami versus the. It's kind of hard to see 20 of Divine. I think that Salami's actually doing okay here, but I think Divine, with the better stats, will be pulling ahead. There you go. There you see it. 25 archers versus the 22 of Salami. So Divine, pretty good trade for him. And now Salami has to kind of back up. Now, one thing that will fall off is those, the free, air quotes, the free units of the UVU, right, that you get for the archers will fall off eventually as the stone count gets low, while Salami always does have this double production ability. Now, he does pay for it, of course, but he does have a quite efficient speed. I mean, this is the equivalence of 4 archer ranges right now. One fun fact, when you move buildings as Mongols, they lose their ranged armor. So look at this right now. So they actually take more damage than when they are set up. Because you can look at the buildings here, you see they have 50 armor versus ranged. They lose that when they're moving and will actually take more damage. So always note that if you're a Mongol player moving your building and there's a lot of archers on top of it. Now, of course, it could be worth it, like in this situation, but just something to know. There we have a battering ram coming in, so that siege engineering has been completed for the Mongols. He's continuing to build these towers, which are giving the speed boost there of the YAM network. So he gets a little bit of a 15% speed increase for his units. And we're probably going to see a big engagement here very, very soon. Salami continuing to train scouts just to tank. Now, the scouts will also be effective at taking out the rams as they move in. And here we go. We got an engagement. Salami does not have his upgrades yet, so this is a bit of a risky fight for him. But we do see that the attack speed come in for the Mongols. Scouts dying, but tanking a little bit of damage as they do die. But I do think this will be another fight that's going to probably be in Divine's favor. Maybe not with the reinforcing archers. Maybe he'll be okay. This is going to be a very close one. 21 versus... Oh, actually, you know what? I think Salami just had overwhelming numbers in this fight. Nah. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Kind of hard sometimes to tell when they're at a close fight there, but I think Salami just had the sheer numbers there, despite not having the upgrades. He should have them very soon. There we go. He does. He just now got his upgrades. I would have liked to see him maybe take that fight just maybe a few seconds later if he could have, since he did have the upgrade coming in, but... he's in an okay spot right now. I think he has higher numbers. And now this seems to be an okay spot for Salami. What's he going to do? He has rams pushing on the left. Now here's his 2 landmarks that the Mongol player is certainly going to be targeting, and as he creeps forward with his outposts. Look at the villager count. We got 44 for Salami, 47 for Divine. And it does look like Salami's looking to catch the reinforcements. Now, this could be a huge moment right now because Divine is already lower on numbers. And if he's able to catch all these reinforcements as they come across the field, this could make the big difference in this game. He built his barracks, but I don't think I've seen a single spearman be built, trained the entire game. Starting to siege his archery range with those scouts. And the archers moving in, it looks like he's going to be trying to poke at the economy of the Mongol player. Let's see if he's able to get any. There goes a villager. Now, he is up on villagers right now, but that could all change right now. Losing some archers to that town center, but a lot of villagers moving right now. The town center, I guess, is full, and we have archers kind of chasing them down kind of everywhere. Meanwhile, Mongols have taken out the first landmark. Only one landmark remains for Salami. But the villager counts, holy cow. He's already evened out the villager numbers right there. And there we go. Could Divine make a landmark run here? If he could kill this landmark, this would be victory for Divine. You'll have to kill 2 landmarks here in the feudal age for a victory. Does he have the wood for another? He does not have the wood for another ram. Let's see if he's able to hold this. Now, that's a lot of scouts starting to position. All Salami needs to do is kill these rams, and he should be able to hold on. And here they come. They are charging forward. Let's see if these archers are able to stop them before they kill the rams. He could pull them back. He does pull them back. We see the archers taking shots at those scouts. Will it be enough to stop him before they kill the rams? He needs to keep these rams alive. He's going to take out those landmarks. We have the archers getting in on the action as well. Positioning back as the rams run away. And Salami losing a lot of archers here. But at the same time, oh my gosh, there's been a massacre on the back line. And I'm not sure if Divine knew this was going on or was busy fighting on the front line. He's at 24 villagers versus the 48 from Salami. I don't know if this is just a matter of Salami just getting lucky with the villagers on the back line, because Divine just lost, an insane amount of, it's like 25 plus villagers I think he's lost here in this game. Man, if Salami can just survive now, that's certainly all of the eco lead you could possibly need. Wow, what a huge play. Kind of the misdirection. I've been impressed at how much damage the scouts have been able to soak up in this game. Not to mention the food they're able to bring in with the professional scouts. And now we have 2 low rams. This is the 3rd one with full HP. And now we've got the pincer move from all of the archers here on Divine's army, with the scouts soaking up the damage. Trying to get in there to get his ability off, but he did not get there in time. Archers boxing out the Mongol army. Meanwhile, the Mongols' rams going down. Only one left. Certainly not enough to kill off this landmark, which did have a whole lot of health left. I feel like Divine was in a close position. Imagine if he had 1 or 2 more rams in the initial fight. But now being such low on the villager count, he has to realize how many villas he's lost. Look, 26 versus the 51. I mean, how does that happen if you're a Mongol player in this matchup? Absolutely crazy. So Salami probably feeling pretty confident right now. A large archer mass. I think he has a military advantage. He has the eco advantage. Perhaps the Mongol player doesn't entirely realize, but he has to if he sees how many villagers that he has lost there. You see him dropping a market down right now. Will he make another push perhaps for this landmark again? But that looks like that landmark is being healed up at the moment. The deer stones currently are rolling back. His archer's running home, and he's like, what happened to all of my wood villagers? Huh. You're going to need those. Okay, and now Salami coming out with the scholars. Looks like he did capture this sacred site, which is 200 gold per minute for the Delhi Sultanate. Grabbing this one will make that 400 gold per minute. And I can only imagine Salami's going to start thinking about aging. Now, is Divine going to age? Does look like he's maybe in a position that he could. But there we go. Taps out, and Salami takes the victory against a top 50 Mongol player. What a play with the Delhi Sultanate. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this victory. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Help me reach towards that 10,000 subscriber goal in 2022. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.